like to use. Oh, okay, you can now live stream without you showing your face. That's interesting. Okay. This is my first time live streaming 2026. Hey guys, this is still me, Trust. Do not mind my poor camera quality. Apologies. So, multiplanetary life is actually going to be a reality in 2026, and you can obviously see there are different changes and everything from the SpaceX project. And guys, it might not be long. We are going to be seeing this kind of life. But then when I put my thumbnail up, you are going to think I'm actually live in space. No, no. But then I just want to discuss about the SpaceX project, which is actually something I used to upload on my channel. I do upload because I do like such innovation. Now, there is going to be, according to SpaceX, this is going to be actualized in 6 months. It says 6 months to get to Mars. This I am seeing from SpaceX website. You can actually check it yourself, spacex.com, and you can see and read more detail. So there are not much detail on the website. Let me say the information is a bit so, but then the thing is, it has actually been launching projects or rather going on a mission. Now, according to the website, the GPS have gone to 603 mission and total landing is 563. And also total reflight is 526. So I obviously think is a success for them. And now they have further upcoming launches, right? So further upcoming launches, I think the next one, oh, this is Falcon 9. Falcon 9 is going to be launching January 27, and then Starlink mission is going to be launching January 29. There are other missions, you can go check them out on the website. But now the real thing is there are actually some people's reaction, and I also want to go through that. But before I go through the people's reaction, because it's a bit of a mixed reaction, right? Let me go through the positive things that I've actually seen recently that actually caught my attention. So, Mr. Beast, you know how hi, come see, come see. Um, I used to not get a lot of comments. So hi. So Mr. Beast actually went to explore SpaceX, and you know Mr. Beast for his kind of content. He likes to improvise. He likes to be creative with his work. So Mr. Beast went to explore SpaceX, and what he found out is obviously what we have been seeing on the media, but we have been seeing them, but people are still bringing their own theories together because of the past and how people have been lying about SpaceX. So on the Mr. Beast recent content he made, he actually went on to explore and showed how big and how realistic this project is actually going. He also explored and made a lot of video you can also check on Mr. Beast's channel. And I think this is actually something we all need to actually agree on. Whenever Mr. Beast is doing something, you obviously know that yes, that is legit. Although he's also a content creator, but he is one of a content creator that would not lie to his audience. So Mr. Beast's curiosity actually led him to make a post saying, if you are curious whether human will live on Mars one day, check out our new video. where we show off our SpaceX project. I cannot make those videos, I cannot like display those videos for yourself. So you can go ahead and watch Mr. Beast's video to actually see what he said about it. I'm just avoiding copyright. But the thing is, apart from the fact that Mr. Beast went to check the SpaceX project and it actually a realistic one, right? So the real thing here is, or the real thing I'm trying to point out is, this is already a reality and in no time we are going to Mars. But still people bring up these theories and because of the past and they be like, okay, this is probably another cooked up story for Elon Musk to milk the government and so. But then I think there are actually more to it because this most of the projects he has actually done or handled, I mean Elon Musk, he is mostly transparent to them. But then people's reaction, I am not going to skip that. So this other person says, I am not curious. In fact, I have no desire for humanity to live on Mars. I think we should face the problem we have on Earth. Now, I don't know the exact reason why everybody's having their own reaction. And you obviously expect whatever people are saying to be from their own mind because, yeah, it's also free speech. And then the other person says, you met Elon. And the next person says, the answer is simple. No starship is going to colonize Mars, nor moon, nor likely even still a development in years. Once Starship loses Artemis 11 to New Glenn, Starship will be scrapped. Okay, I don't know why. Okay. It is a piece of poor design for landers and poorly concrete and poorly conceived and poorly developed and also poorly executed. The New Glenn Starship later finished first, and it is superior vessel in ability for antimine. And then you are just falling off the trap of being attracted to shiny things. Start listening to both sides of a debate. Okay. This particular comment, this is the first time I'm seeing somebody being in detailed, but this might look more like a marketing strategy to be precise. Now, let me, a London loser, tell you why a company that is successfully launched hundreds of satellites a year can't do space well. Now, I actually get what this other person is saying because obviously, SpaceX have actually done a lot of tests on their own. So they have actually gone on to test flight, all of these multiple times. So I get this other person's response. And another person says, holy dude, are you angry? Wish them luck and success and hope they succeed. If they fail, they will try another design. It is extremely well funded by Starlink, and now they are determined and extremely talented. And mind you, they have already been doing tests a while ago, so there is no way somebody is just going to come and bring up the all of these theories and you expect them to lose just because you brought a theory in the table. Success is not an option with Starship. The steady string of failed launches to date is your clue. Now, there is no project that is going to launch or that is going to start without fail. There is always going to be projects that will fail and succeed. So, this, the way this person is actually putting this, I think I get it. He's putting it in a clear perspective of the fact that even though it is launched, right? Even though you launch a Starship, you might not get the results the way you want it to be. You are obviously going to have failed effort. But the reason why this person is actually talking about this way is probably because of the failed effort by the Starship. So he's obviously saying that the vessel is not going to be good enough to contain people to Mars. That is his own argument. But someone else is telling him to wish them luck. While they keep trying and failing, they're obviously going to succeed. But the thing is, I clearly understand what the guy is saying, and I also agree to the guy because it's not easy uh, for you to test run something in people's life, right? Because now Elon Musk have stated that he only has 6 months to actually test run this project. So 6 months he's going to be testing it with non-crew member, which is members that are not from his crew. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Is this actually going to work, to be precise, or is this going to be another year we miss without achieving this goal? If you notice on my channel, I have been posting a lot of the test run. I have been posting a lot of them, and at a point I stopped when I noticed some manipulation. It's not even that much. I noticed some manipulation in the video. I stopped posting them. The reason why I post them is because I'm actually excited and I love the project, and I think it is going to make sense if don't look behind, but it's a spider on the wall. It's fine. Thank you. I don't have much spider at my home, and not even that big. So I wonder how you can see a spider that small. So let me keep saying. And also thank you for the comments. I usually don't get much comments on my videos anyway. So the road to making life multiplanetary updates. The video is actually made on X. I cannot play a lot of this video for you guys. I am so sorry, but whenever I try to play any video, just about any video, I get copyright. I don't want to have to experience that again. So this video that says road to making life multiplanetary, the most recent one is 2019. So in 2019, Elon Musk already made this video about multiplanetary life, and there are so many missed reaction again, uh, and I can actually go through them. And somebody says, I have followed space news since I was a kid. Every space update that I've actually heard or the new Mars plans nearly brought me to tears. Okay, this is quite emotional. But then he went on to tag Grok multiple times. So I don't know. He'd be like, Grok, it makes sense of this. Grok feel like. So I just think that particular comment is no longer important. And then the next person says, Elon talks are excellent and inspiring. Building rockets of scale at scale has never been done before. Every person on his team is actually part of making this extraordinary history. And that is true. Now, even though you know Elon Musk as a person and he is so ambitious, you can't still write off the fact that he knows how to hire the professional teams that he need to actually build every of his projects, and almost all the projects that he actually worked on, they are mostly like successful. Now someone else post why that is literally easier than cutting government spending. And the person went on to tag the government spending on the projects. I actually get what the person is saying. He obviously mean that he's taking a lot of government money to work on this project. And yes, it requires a lot of money and him getting the money to work on it, yeah. But I think eventually when it's done, obviously the fact that he's using government expenses to work on this, it is obviously going to be more beneficiary to the American government. Yeah, so it is obviously going to fly an American flag. That is what I mean, to be precise. And then do not send any Democrat to Mars because, there are so many. And let me say this. I am reading these reactions from X. And one thing I get to understand in the long run is that every reaction coming from X most of the time is usually positive to either Elon Musk or Trump. I don't know why that theory always sinking. But now let's go ahead and read some reaction from Reddit. Reddit is also a social media in case you don't know that. So this particular post is actually made 4 months ago, is not a recent one. So the post actually states Elon Musk says human will live on Mars in 2055 ambition or fantasy. Okay, you say 2055, and this post was 4 months ago. But now he is saying that he's going to send on crew member. Uh, am I using POS camera? Actually, no. I am using bro. I am not using a POS camera. My phone is Samsung X9 Plus, and obviously I have a terrible camera. And thank you for recognizing Effion. Wow, that's yeah. I have a bad camera. Don't mind me. Sorry about that. And I was actually expecting you to react to maybe I thought my video quality was bad. And then it's the camera. And that is yeah, that is purely fact. I have a very poor camera. I'm going to work on that sincerely. Uh, I know it's poor, but I really don't know it's that poor. That's why I always like to use black and white filter. But YouTube remove that particular filter. I usually use that a lot. They remove that filter. If this was black and white, you obviously will not know if the camera was poor or not. They remove my black and white filter. Damn YouTube. So now everybody is going to see my real camera. Okay, so now thank you for actually reacting. I appreciate. So let's go through the reaction on Reddit. So on Reddit, Elon Musk says this is actually this particular reaction is actually mocking Elon Musk's project. Then this person says Elon Musk says is enough to set me off. Elon Musk says is enough to set me off. In 2026, he announced he did land Dragon capsule on Mars in 2028. He is here is Time magazine taking him serious, and then he actually posted. What this person is obviously saying that he is not being realistic and people are taking him serious. And then he got another reply under his post and said, didn't he say in 2018 that he did land man on Mars in 2023 or 2025, which neither has happened either ways. And then another person says, not even close, just hype scam people and milk government for tax money. And then another person says, of course, how little rich people seems to change. And then another person says he knows how much money the feds threw at the moon mission, and it's extraordinary. Like unlike the moon mission, the Mars will be completely fake. So now you get where all of these people are going. Obviously, they are trying to say that the mission is not going to be realistic, that the mission is fake, and all of that. So many things are being said right here. And now, if I'm looking at the two of them, the first reaction from X had a lot of praise on Elon Musk, and the second reaction on Reddit have a lot of critique about the project. So I think you might have actually been going through this the wrong way if you are not getting this gist. Now the gist is this: it it might be realistic, and the fact that there have been so many failed projects, people do not actually believe this. So a lot of conspiracy theories are coming in left and right, whether this is going to be realistic or whether this is going to be achieved or not. They do not believe in it because there have been so many lies, they have been lied to so many times. So a lot of people actually stand to say that this is going to be another scam. Now, you might not be seeing all those people's posts come up on X because most times I also notice this myself. Whenever I make a negative post about Elon Musk on X, because obviously I like to be realistic whenever I read something, and that might probably not be it. So most times if I read something and I'd be like, how is this possible? This is not going to be possible. You can leave your opinion and then come back to see that it either might have been taken down or it will not be getting views like you do get usual views on the platform. So what I'm trying to imply is that this is going to be real or might be real, but there are a lot of conspiracy theory going in because people have actually now been they are no longer trusting this project because there have been so many scams in the past. So everybody have this particular belief that this is going to be another spam, another scam. But then there is still these people that actually believe in it because they have actually live streamed a lot of the test projects, and they only live stream this on X platform. So that is mostly like the reason why a lot of people in X actually believe this is going to be real or this is going to happen. And that is also what led to Mr. Beast going to make video about it. And also, I think Mr. Beast said one day he's going to live stream and he's going to make a video on Mars. And I think he might be among the first people that actually travel to Mars, maybe when this is ready. So I think that is also going to help a lot because he have a lot of fan base and it's going to help a lot of people to actually understand how far or how realistic this is because now people have their conspiracy theory. They see posts, they read articles, probably on other news agency, and they be like, okay, this is just another lie from the government, or this is another lie from Elon Musk. Whenever they hear somebody going outside Earth or so, but then this particular adventure, or rather this particular event, Elon Musk have actually live streamed all of this in SpaceX. If you want to actually follow this project, go to X and follow SpaceX, or you follow NASA. Whenever they are doing a test launch or test launching this project, they always live stream it on X. So that is the reason why people that do not use X don't really believe anything that is coming from Elon Musk about this project. This project has been live streamed. I do watch them most of the time. I spend hours watching them. I do enjoy the show anyway. It is interesting what you find. It is just cool event. So if you are interested in seeing things like this, just go ahead and follow X project. I cannot post all of this video, but most of the time I post some of them on some of the launches or landing on my short videos. So if you follow me, you can check some of my short video. If not, you can just search SpaceX and you are going to see a lot of them. But you might not see so many SpaceX video on YouTube, but you are going to see a lot of them on X. Just search SpaceX on X, or search for NASA. You are going to also see they live stream it every single time they run this project. And there is another one coming 27th of January. So they also live stream that. So make sure you don't miss if you are interested in space project, because this is the first time I'm having like 7 people watching my live stream. I am actually surprised, and thank you guys for coming to watch. So I only wanted to discuss this, and also this is my first live streaming 2026, and I have been using this camera for the longest of time. This is the first time somebody is asking me if I'm using POS camera as well. Thank you for asking me that. That is actually going to challenge me to probably get a better camera next time, or maybe get a better camera before this year run out. But right now I'm going to be using what I have. So I am so sorry if the camera is not impressive. I will probably improve, or maybe I will just have to off my video and just talk to you guys. What is the difference in talking to you guys without seeing my face? Besides, I don't have a good camera. So, but anyway, I stay on it anyway. And when I have enough money, I'm going to get a good camera for sure. So thank you guys for watching. If you want me to get a good camera, probably you should support the live stream. That is if you like it anyway. I wouldn't force you. Maybe you should just, I think there should be a button right there where you can support me. I don't actually promote that, but if you can, fine. Thank you for watching. See you guys on the next one. And okay, hi. Sorry, I don't understand the first language, but hi. I'm already rounding up my stream, but I am going to see you guys on the next one, hopefully by the end of today or maybe tomorrow. All right, thank you for watching. See you on the next one. Peace.